Hi everyone, this is a demo of a music streaming application. It's a three-tier application with React as front-end, Node.js for backend, and MongoDB and PostgresSql as for database. I've used Jenkins pipeline for DevOps process, and I've deployed it on Kubernetes and Amazon EC2. So for this project, let's go to the code that is the music streaming APPL. I've used Kubernetes, Jenkins, SonarQube, Privy, OAuth, Docker Compose, React.js, Redis, Tailwind, AWS EC2, MongoDB, Node.js, PostgreSQL, Cloudinary for our cloud storage, TypeScript, and JWT authentication. These are some screenshots of my application. This is the main page, this is the playlist page, and the Jenkins pipeline view, and this is Redis for caching. MongoDB I have used for user authentication for storing the user data, and for song data and album data I've used PostgreSQL, and I've used Amazon EKS for deployment, and this is CloudFormation, and this is SonarQube for getting an idea of our project about the bugs and all. These are all the servers that have been worker nodes that have been created for Amazon EKS. So this is the project. Let's go deep dive into it. So I've created three services, that is admin services and song service and user service. For storing the user data, I've used MongoDB. Okay. And for storing the songs and the albums, I'm using PostgreSQL. This is my Jenkins pipeline that I've used uh, for generating the whole uh, pipeline stage view, and this is the Docker Compose for this project. This is admin service, song service, user service, front end, and so I've done front end in React. I've used Vite application for that. And so let me show you the Jenkins first. So first, we clean the workspace, clone our repository, then we prepare our env files, verify the env files, then we do the SonarQube analysis. For this case, it is showing failed. Okay, there might be some bugs and all, but I have let it pass through. Then quality gate, then you install the front-end dependencies, and then you push the images in Docker. You build it and you push it in Docker. So as you can see that there are different uh, services, image. There are different images for different services. Like this is for user service, admin service, and song service, and this is the front end. So four images were created in the Docker Hub, and let's go back to it. And then it deploys the project to EKS. Let's go to the pipeline. We go to the configuration of the pipeline and we set up the environment. We set up the stages for it. We clone it. We prepare the env files. Okay, I should have used Amazon Secrets Manager, but I was in a hurry to complete the project, so I didn't do that. That's why I've just put uh, the environment variables over here. So we install the front-end dependencies and we use the Docker Compose. We first clear the volumes and networks, because if you are using the pipeline again and again, it's going to create the images and it's going to finish up or exhaust your storage. So that's why I was creating or removing the volumes network before, then we build it and we push it to Docker Hub. And we deploy the project to EKS. So uh, we roll out for EKS. Okay. So when we well, the first thing we do is Then we go to an Amazon EC2 instance. So first Amazon EC2 instance I had created was music stream. After I had created the music streams, what I did was I had given the permissions to uh, for these files to get executed and run these files. So these are different files for the installation of all the resources like this app is a package manager, it gets updated, then installation of Java, then installation of Jenkins, Docker, and Trivi. Then I installed AWS CLI and EKS, EKS CTL and Kubernetes CTL, so that I'm able to interact with my clusters or services. And so first you execute all these files. Although we could have used Terraform also. I have in other projects of mine, I've used Terraform to generate all these resources. But first we need to execute uh, these commands so that all those services are installed. Then these are Kubernetes files like deployment.yml, uh, and then this is node service.yml, and this is service.yml for our different services. Okay, so let's go to one of the service codes. So I go to here, I go to index.tsx. So here I've connected Redis so that we can do some caching and our results are brought into the application a bit faster. And so if we go to the controllers, here when I'm inserting the values or inserting a new album, I'm also checking if the Redis client is ready. And and then I delete it for songs also. I'm doing this. So this is the basic functionalities for my admin services, that is add songs and add song thumbnail and delete album, delete song. So this is my admin service. Okay. Then we go to Jenkins. I think Jenkins we have already seen. Now we go to MongoDB. I think. Yeah, so this is MongoDB I'm just using for storing the users. So this is one of the user I had created based on my email ID, that is webhub.bansal@gmail.com. And then this is Cloudinary, which I generally used for storage for all of my applications. And here it uh, stores. And this is my Redis setup. I've created a database and I have given a time expiry of 1000 seconds. So once the data gets into Redis, it will gets automatically deleted after 1000 seconds. So, and after that, this is my Amazon EKS. So if I go to nodes, okay, there are no nodes. Amazon EKS. I go to clusters, and if I go to here, let me see, clusters, so and then I go to node groups. So as you can see, there's one node groups, and there are three compute nodes. As we saw in the EC2 instance itself, there are three compute nodes created. This one is 1, 2, and 3 for this, where our application is getting deployed. If I go to the security of this security groups, let me show you what all groups I have let it for I have allowed. So if I go in, and as you can see, I have allowed port 5002, 443, 9001, 6379 is for Redis, then 22 9000 8080 6443 and 3000 to 10,000 I have played sites so that any port between we are using it wouldn't be a problem. And this is for Kubernetes. Okay, and I've allowed from anywhere. Although for production grade application, we need to give some restrictions accordingly. Now, if I go to EC2 instances, let me show you the cloud formation as well. And these are the stacks for cloud formations. Now let's go to the Neon database. So I've just created three songs as of now, and I've there's only three albums. Now let's go to our EC2 instance and check for an application. I go to instance EC2. These are my instances. Let me click on one of those, and if I open this and I go to port 30,001. So this is my application, and let me log in. Okay, I don't remember the password also. Let me check one more time. Okay, if you don't have an account, then this is the register page also. We can register. So let her console@gmail.com. So we log in. As you can see, this application is hosted on Kubernetes cluster, and this is our applications. Okay, and if I just uh, play this song, you will be able to hear the song. Then when I click on this, the next song will start. Then the next song. Okay, don't judge me by the choice of my song. These were some free songs that I could have used that time. So this is my album, and for this album, there's one song, and it is the same for all the albums I've created. So this is the admin dashboard, and I've given the role admin to this account. That's why I'm able to see it. If you're not admin, you won't be able to see this. Okay, and this is the playlist I've created. This is, and we can sing the song. Oh, sorry, play the song. And this button is for saving the song to your playlist. We can go to, let me go to Pixel Bay. Pixel Bay, and if I go to Spotify, let me just, yeah, I'll just download this. This is the song I have downloaded, and let me get the images as well. So I'll just use this image and I'll download this. Okay, if I go to my application, I need one more image. Then I'll use this. Okay. Now if I go to my application, where was my application? Okay, this was my application. And if I use the admin dashboard, Here I can add an album. So I'll give an album name is uh, Webhub 2025. Description, my story. I'll choose a file. So I just got two images, right? So I'll take this one, album image, and I'll just use it. And I'll be able to add this. So now I've created the album. Now I'll add the song. Song is Dance Party. Dance audio cam. I'll choose the album. So this is the album I had just created. Now I'll choose the file. So this is the song I had downloaded just now. And then I'll just add this. Okay, so this was the album we had created, right? This was the album we had created, and there's no thumbnail for this. So we'll use the same this image for thumbnail, and we'll add it. So the thumbnail is added now, right? Now we have a song of this album added. I'll go to the home page. So if I go, I can just start the song. This song is part of this album. I can decrease or increase the volume. If I go to my playlist, this is not in my playlist as of now. I go back to the home page and I go to this playlist and I add this song to my playlist. So as you can see, song is added to my playlist. If I go to my playlist, I can see four songs in my playlist. So this is the logout feature, and now I'll stop the song. So uh, let us check once more if we are left with something. I think I have we discussed all the tech. I think Cloudinary, PostgresSql, Cloudinary, to Tailwind CSS I've used for this project, and Docker Compose is for running all the services. So this is the music streaming application that I've created. This application is completely deployed, although after this video, I'm going to have to shut all the services down because it is really costing me a lot. As you can see, my current month cost has already been $100, so I have to shut all the services for this project. Okay, so this is the application. Thank you.